Hey guys, and welcome back to Maddie's workshop. She's bloody hot here today, I can give you the tip. And she's off with a shirt, which I can't handle heat real good, so it's not too bad in the workshop here today, it's not too bad. The other day on Instagram I showed that I made an optical centre finder. And I've had a few people commenting in my last video, I think it was, they'd like to see how I made it. It really is a quick, simple project and it's easy to make. And after having this one, and I've used it a few times, there is some changes I'd like to make. Firstly, I believe I made it out of the wrong material. I made this one out of aluminium and it's a bit light, like there's no weight in it at all. And once you pick up your centre, doesn't take much to move it. And also, I've seen a few guys put an O-ring in the bottom. So the next one's going to have an O-ring in it anyway. And I'll show you how I've done the crosshairs in the acrylic rod. And it's a pretty basic, easy project, and it doesn't take long to make. For the outside, it's all just freestyle and what you want and how you want to hold it. It's all, like this one, it's not too bad, really. But it's all just freestyle stuff. And it's your own design, what you want to do. So, next one's going to be out of stainless. And it's going to have a bit more of a bling factor, which I like. It'll be nice and shiny. So I've got it chucked up in the lathe and we'll go over and make a start on it. So I hope you enjoy it. So I've got this piece of stainless shaft in here. I'm going to make the outside diameter, the major part of it, 32mm. So I've got about roughly 238 thou to take off this, and then I can put my little features in it and make it pretty. So I'm just going to hog this first section off. After I change this insert, it's got a chip out of it. I'll do that and we'll start hogging her off. So this is going to be a 38 and about 38 thou depth of cut, and this should be the last one. Should be down to size then for the major diameter of it. Let's see how we ended up. It's not bad. $31.99, not bad. Okay. Now I want to work out what sort of features I want to put in it, so I might put my radius tool in and just start etching out to what I think. So what I've done here is I've made it a fraction longer and just put some rough lines in, you know, to where I think is about right. So as I say, it's full freestyle here. So I don't know how this radius tool is going to go in stainless, so we're about to find out. There's a bit of better light on the shoe. As you can see, it looks pretty rough there, but I did reduce the diameter up the top here, so now I'm just going to blend the corners in with this radius tool. I've got the knurl on there. All I've got to do now is just relieve each side of the knurl. There we have the rough design. Anyway, I need to take a little bit more out of this side and a little bit more out of that side, so I'm going to do that off camera so I don't bore you all the way. I think you'd call it trepan, this piece for the O-ring. I could explain to you 1,000 times the math I use to work out where it's got to go, but you still wouldn't understand the way I work shit out. I got no idea how I do it, but it worked. I think it looks right. I'm gonna have to widen it out a touch, but I'm hoping this tool's gonna work. So I'm just gonna take it easy and pretty gentle. If you do go too deep, you just tack a bit off the bottom. I reckon that there is near good enough. It's a bit wide, but shit happens. So it just needs to be deburred now. And then I'll put a 5/8 hole in the guts. So after I've drilled that, I put a new insert in the boron bar and trimmed it out, or machined it out, so it's not a bad fit. It'll do. So now I just want to polish this up with a bit of wet and dry and emery and whatever, and then I can part it off. I've applied a little bit of shine to it. It didn't go overboard or anything stupid, but I'm just going to part it off here now, nice and gently. Heap of fluff up the end of there. Done. Just clean this front face up now. It's bloody hot. Heaps better. And look at that. A little bit of a polish on the buff and that'll clean up just nice. It's got a nice bit of weight to that too. It's got some good weight to it. And the O-ring is going to seat in there nicely. Just a couple of dobs of super glue. That'll hold that in there. So to me, the body's done. What we got here is some acrylic rod. It's 5/8 in diameter. I forget how much I paid. It was a foot long. I think it was like $12, I think, roughly, for a stick. So I'm gonna. Last time I cut it off for the other one, I cut it off with a hacksaw, but I'm gonna have a crack at trying to part it off. See what happens. It can either work or it won't. But I just marked it to length. So, and once you don't even matter polishing the ends up, then face them off, polish them up. Try not to mark this face at all. Then put the crosshairs in it, and that piece is done. So I'll get this manned up in the chuck, and then we'll have a crack at parting it off. Fantastic, that worked. I hit it with 1000 wet and dry. I thought I had 2000, but I didn't. So what I used was number 2 cut and polish, use on your car. And then I used this Meguiar's paint cleaner, just on a sponge. And then I use Meguiar's Quick Wax. We'll have a look. That's where the end come up. It's not 100% perfect, but it's darn good enough. So we'll do the same to the other end now. And this end I'll put the crosshairs in. But that, to do that took about 10 minutes. After I walked over to the house garage and stuffed around and all that. And this idea Rob's using belt sanding belt material. As Soft Jaws works a treat on this, it hasn't even marked that. Working really good, so thanks again for that, Rob, if you're watching my channel, mate. So I'll get this faced off and cleaned up, and then I'll bring this back when I'm putting the crosshairs in. That's the easiest way. I think he really wants me to polish that. I've polished this end up and it came up quite good. So to put the crosshairs in, I don't know whether you can see it there or not. Spin it around. See, I've got a piece of high-speed steel to a real sharp point, and I honed the point too on an oil stone, honed it right in so it's super sharp. Got it smack bang on dead on centre height. So the way I done the last one was I used a digital angle box. Takes a bit of, sorry about all my arms and hands being in the way here, but it's just really got no room. Everything's sort of tucked up tight. Okay, I really should put that in low gear. No chance of it moving then. Right, hopefully you can see that. We're all on 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So it's all you just got to keep moving in until you touch. I'm just using the compound. I'm just going in ever so slightly each time. So we've got a mark down here. I've locked the carriage off too. Okay, so that's one nice neat line. Probably need a parallel to do the next one. So I want to go 90 degrees. I can just do it this way too, just leave that stuck on there. Look at that. Look at that. 10 minutes. Oh, you bastards. It was on there. There we go. Right. So I haven't touched the compound slide. Haven't touched that setting, so I should be able to just scribe straight across. And there we have our crosshairs. I hope you can see that there. So there we go. So what I do then, I get some red marker, colour them in. Unlock the carriage, get that back a little bit. wash rag. Polish that back off. And there we have our set of crosshairs. See that there? Look down that end. Pretty cool, huh? It's super easy, super easy to put them on. So that's how I do it. I've got a bolt out of a cat dozer here, so it should harden up very well. It's probably already fairly hard. So I'm going to cut the head off, shift it out in the chuck, and then machine it down to 5/8. So it's a nice fit into the main body. This could be quite hard. Bend in it too. I've got 41 thou to come off this to bring it down to 630 thou, which I'm going to try and shoot for. That is a bloody hard piece of material, that. I'm putting a different insert in. Just chew the guts out of that goldy colour one. Well, there we have the optical centre finder finished. Or, yeah, optical centre punch, optical centre finder, whatever you want to call it. Really easily made, and you can make one of these in an afternoon, no dramas at all. Quite easily done. I did go a little bit stupid and put a bit of shine to it all and put a bit of brass in the end of the punch just for something different. The optical piece, the acrylic piece, it turned up really nice. It's actually way better than the first one I made. So, yeah, really happy with that one. And another thing, we've just clicked over 1,500 subscribers. So, I'm pretty stoked. So thank you everyone who subscribed to this channel. I greatly appreciate it. I am going to do a draw. So the 1,500 subscriber draw. If you haven't entered before in the previous draws, I'll put my email up on the screen here. Send me, all I want is your name. Don't want nothing else, just your name. And you'll be entered into the draw. If you've been entered into the previous draws, then your name's still in the bucket. So feel free to enter. If you're new to the channel, please enter. Yeah, you could be the lucky winner. I've got no idea what the prizes are going to be yet, but it'll be something okay. So yeah, pretty excited. 1,500 subscribers. I never ever dreamt that my channel would ever grow like this. Anyway, it has, and we're kicking some goals, I think. So thanks again, everyone. I truly appreciate it, and I hope you've enjoyed this build. I enjoyed making the second one, especially doing a few changes from the first one, which has made this one a real good one. So anyway, that's been fun. So yeah, please subscribe, please enter the draw, and we'll see you on the next build. See you guys.